Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday, February 4th, 11 a.m. update and training call. We're doing a few things today. We are going to start out with a little overview of the changes that Bankus made. That will be the first one, or been making over these last 30, 45 days as they transition from Visa to MasterCard. And some reality has set in from them as a company as well, understanding the banking side of things when you're dealing with either MasterCard or Visa. I'll kind of go through that with you guys this morning, and then we'll work into the Velocity Bank network, what we're doing there. And then after that, if we do have anybody that needs any TLC from our customer service, we will open up the rooms for both Rena and Paula. Okay, so that kind of gives everybody a full overview of what we're going to do today. So let me find my Bankus final updated PDF that we can kind of go through as a network so everybody can get your expectations where they need to be. Some of you guys, this may not affect, some of you guys, it may, because when we first started working with Bankus, they had some different ways of doing things. And when you're working in that financial market that they are, and in order for us to stay as a decentralized platform, they had to make some changes they didn't know they were going to have to make. So some people might, be a little bit aggravated. Other people, it's not going to affect you in any way. But again, I always like to bring things up to the forefront as soon as I have the information. And now that I have the information, that is what we're going to do. All right, let's go here. And for the record, I think where they're at right now is best for what we're doing. So I'm super excited that they've adjusted some things, which will put us in a position, especially once we have the multiple rewards going to people on a daily basis, easier use for everybody going forward. So let's see if I can find this. Mhm. Okay, so over here. All right. Oh, hey, all right, there we go. Rena, you guys can see that, right? I don't normally work off PDFs, but it took them till the end of the day
Yes, Bill.
yesterday to get this to me, so I didn't have time to do anything with it. Yes, you can? Okay, great. All right. So again, welcome everybody to today's training and update. So let's talk a little bit about our decentralized platform, how we utilize the Bankus card ecosystem, and some of the changes that have been made. So nothing changes. The 4% load fee stays the same. The 1% is still distributed through the network as it always has been. Nothing has changed there at all. Just one other thing to keep in mind. um, any ATM fees that you get, those are coming from the bank. They're not coming from Bankus. All right. All right, so as you can see, Bankus has evolved. For some of you guys, we never used to call it a wallet, but it is a wallet now because you got multiple ways that you can use the card, right? So, you've got the ability now with your digital and your physical card, but they wanted to kind of make it so that it was very simple. You didn't have to move funds around. Remember, with the digital, it's just like any other credit or debit card that you might have where your bank says you got this one is for digital purchases, this one is for physical purchases, right? Some it's the same number, some it's different. So you have a digital one that now, when you do online payments, when you do whatever you do, you can use that digital one, and that will go through better than when you try to use the physical one because the merchants in their portals understand that that card was specifically designed for digital payments. Now, in the near future, maybe by the end of the week, you will be able to tie it to both your Google and Apple Pay. All right. And as they say here, you're able to view all your transactions. You're able to make instant commission-free digital transfers between Bankish users, share referral codes, and that's where you contact support and you update your personal information. So this is the card that we've been calling the black card, is the Bankus One Elite card now. It's a global use card, contactless payment via Google Wallet and Apple Pay with their NFC enabled devices. Um, you can do online purchases with it, ATM withdrawals, daily payment limit. This is where it's important for people to this number has changed a little bit, is $15,000 per day. Monthly payment limit is a total of 450. Just multiply the 30. Possibility to increase based on users' request. I would not count on that anytime soon, but they're going to put that here because there are people that got the card based on the old numbers. But again, depending on where those purchases are and what they are for, there is a mechanism that they have in place, but I do not know anybody at this point that has been able to get that, make that happen. So again, it's there. They've got to request it from the provider and to see if they can make it happen. Now, this is an important one. Your daily ATM withdrawals max at $500. It kind of fits with most ATMs, unless you were going to like a casino or places like that where you could get more. So per card, 500 per day. That's the maximum. Um, Visa and MasterCard are a little different. MasterCard's not as many places, but there's 150 million merchants and 200 countries. All right. The bank is one. This is what pretty much everybody who was in the who had the metal card since the beginning, this is what you're getting in the mail right now. And this is basically what we have right now that we can utilize. If you still have the metal Visa card, that's supposed to be working functionally by the end of the week. So we will see if that does. Again, contactless payment via the Google Wallet, Apple Pay, um, physical card, online purchases, same number, 150 million. Daily limit is 5,000. Okay, that's 5,000 per day or 150,000 per month. Uh, Daily ATM withdrawal, the same as with the metal, right? 500, 500. And for a lot of people, the metal card was an issue with ATMs. So the plastic card kind of works out better from that standpoint. But what I will say is with the new feature, the way that they have it set up, when you get your card, right, they send these out pre the number is there. When you get it, you then are going to take it and put it into your um, let's call it into your app. And once you put that in, so even if you had like four or five cards, because you wanted to have a $2,000 a day limit or 2,500, the card itself is what activates the app, right? So you no longer do you have to worry about an activation code. You don't have to worry about a PIN number to remember. It's on the back of the card when you click on it. But what makes it fat things to move much faster, right? They don't have to make that card for you, right? So like in my household, we have, I think, 8 cards, right? So 2 or 3 came yesterday. Hopefully the rest will come today, but it didn't matter whose account that I tied them to. So that's pretty cool. That means now when people order them, they're going to come much faster, just for so you guys understand that. I'm back to that. So you can have open up 4 or 5 different accounts if you want to have a higher volume. So if you have 5,000, the only reason you really need this is number one, you like the metal card, or number two, you have a full payment of 15,000 in any given day that you need to do. But here you can go and say, hey, I'm just going to order 2 or 3 so that I can do 1,500 to 2,000 a day in ATM withdrawals if that's, what you're looking to do. So it's just a little food for thought as I was looking at the information last night, kind of looking at the people that maybe when you're getting 4 rewards in a week, that's 4 grand. You can do 500 a day. Maybe you just get multiple cards, right? You do something like that if you're just looking always to withdraw. Again, paying bills, using it for expenses is, what I do regularly, but I also use the ATM withdrawals, obviously. All right. The Bankus One. Whoops. Didn't we do that? Bankus One. Oh, Bankus Go. Bankus Go is your tokenized digital card that is in your wallet or in your application or wallet already. As soon as that is up and running, the daily limits on that will be 2,500. And I'm going to put this PDF into the under the Bankus section as well, so you guys have full access to it. I'm also going to be putting the weekly meeting schedule that they are now doing with all the changes and everything. If you want more detailed information on it, they run them Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern to try to blanket everybody all around. Most of them, run about 45 minutes to an hour that I've attended. So just that information will also be in there. So the daily payment limit is 2,500, monthly limit 7,500. Most banks pretty similar in terms of that with Apple and Google Pay. So this last slide basically just gives you if you want to do the comparison when you're looking at it. So currently, the card that you have, if it was a metal card, just remember you are now going to get a Bankus One versus a Bankus One Elite card. And just keep in mind that the numbers have changed a little bit on that from what it was when we started using this within our ecosystem. Um, that that is pretty much everything that they have updated us on. And like I said, I'm going to put their meeting schedule into the under Bankus. We're going to adjust some of the information in there today, and then they'll add the new information. You'll have access to this PDF. And again, the commission flow is still based on those the 3 layers. We're still utilizing them in the same way, nothing different. But as we've said, the other thing that we're doing to keep it decentralized is we're working through this ecosystem where we'll be able to also utilize the peer-to-peer as we're doing now, kind of behind the scenes with different people that that have looked to move some funds out. And we've been doing it because new people are coming in and they don't have USDT. So that is it for this on this training. So let me get out of here and then let me go to the other one. Stop. All right. Now, go back here. Oops, that's still on there. That's not what I want. All right, let's go here. Here's what I want. Okay. All right.